through strategic validation. Think about how revolutionary this is. Frank created a brand in 1997 and sold it for $2.3 billion to Bacardi in 2004. That's a 7-year journey from concept to billions. Marketing lesson number 4. Third-party validation creates instant heritage. Marketing professor and author Kevin Lane Keller explains why this works so well. Grey Goose didn't have time to build heritage, so they borrowed credibility through awards, placement, and associations. They compressed what should have taken decades into just a few years. All of this brings us to perhaps the most brilliant part of the Grey Goose strategy: celebrity adoption. By the early 2000s, Grey Goose had become a staple in hip-hop lyrics, music videos, and celebrity events. But here's the shocking part. They rarely paid for these placements. The brand had become so associated with status that artists and celebrities voluntarily included Grey Goose in their public persona. By 2005, Grey Goose was mentioned in over 300 popular songs, creating a cultural phenomenon known as the Grey Goose effect. The vodka had transcended being just a spirit. It had become a cultural shorthand for success. But here's what's truly remarkable. Throughout this entire process, Grey Goose spent relatively little on traditional advertising. The cultural momentum created through strategic placement and celebrity adoption did the heavy lifting. And here's our final marketing lesson. True luxury brands are adopted, not advertised. Think about it. When a brand truly becomes luxury, it doesn't need to beg for attention. People want to be associated with it because it says something about them. It signals status, taste, and success without them having to say a word. Grey Goose became the drink you saw in VIP lounges, in music videos, and backstage at award shows. Not because Sidney Frank bought expensive commercials, but because trendsetters chose it as their symbol. And that's the final piece of the billion-dollar lie. Grey Goose wasn't really better tasting, it wasn't more authentically vodka than Smirnoff or Absolute. What it was better marketing. Sidney Frank didn't just sell vodka, he sold a feeling, a statement, an identity, and he understood that once you win the influencers, the rest will follow. So what can we learn from Grey Goose's extraordinary approach to disrupting an established market? And let me break it down into 5 actionable lessons you can apply to your own brand. Number 1, creating perception gaps, not product advantages. Grey Goose didn't compete on actual taste differences, they competed on perception of quality through French origins and premium packaging. How could you shift the way people perceive your product rather than trying to improve it? Number 2, price signal before you earn it. Grey Goose launched at a price point above all competitors before establishing reputation, using price itself as a quality signal. What price